Hello, welcome back. Now it's time to create the user model. Okay, so in the source folder, create the folder models, and give it a name user model user.ts. Okay, so in the user export interface, as it is a TypeScript, so for TypeScript we are extending documents. We are extending I user from documents. Okay, so I user extends documents document. Okay, so name equal to string, email string, password string, photo string, role will be user or admin. Okay, user or admin. Then address, it will be string, sorry, it will be comma. Then created at date, updated at date is band boolean. Okay, so this is for type safety. Now we need to create the user model. So const schema equal to new mongoose dot schema. Okay, so we need to import mongoose from mongoose. Okay, so first of all, what we need name type string, then required true, name is required. Okay, name, then what we need is email. Type string, required true, email is required. Okay, name, email, phone. Type string, required true, phone is required. So we want another thing for email, and it is unique true. Okay, so name, email, phone, we can copy, and that is address type is string, address is not mandatory, trim true. It will get rid of getted you from white space. Okay, address, then photo type string. Okay, then we need role type string, enum will be 2, user and admin. Default, default will be user. Okay, we have role and is banned. We can ban the user. Type will be yes or no. That means it will be boolean, and default will be false. Okay, and it need another thing, that is timestamps true. Okay, export const user equal to mongoose dot model user, and it will be user and schema. Okay, our user model is done. From the next tutorial we are gonna use it here. Okay, and let's see we can get the user or not. So const existing user, we want to check that whether user is already existing or not. So user dot find on based on email. Okay, email. So let's see whether we can import the user. Yes, we can import. Previously we failed, but right now we can import the user from the model. So we are checking also the whether we have user or not. Okay, from the next tutorial we will complete the registration process and then log in and another thing. So see you soon. Welcome to the tutorial. So now it's time to complete the registration process. So here we have two things, and we need async awaits. First of all, async, and there should be await. And after creating the name, after when we say wanna save our things in the database, we want to sort our hash and sort our password. Okay, so for that you need to have bcrypt in your system for hashing our password. Instead of a plain password, we wanna save our hashed version of this password. Okay, so we need bcrypt.js. So bcrypt.js, so import bcrypt from bcrypt.js. Okay, it may be for type, it needs TypeScript type declaration. Okay, no problem, we are doing that. Bcrypt.js, and we have existing users. So if we have existing users, it means that user already registered. So if existing user, then res dot status 400.json error, email is taken. Email is taken. Okay, the curly braces over here, email is taken. So now it's time to save our password. Okay, so const user equal to new user, and it will have name, email, or the email. This is name, email, phone, and password. Name, email, phone, password, but we want hashed version of this password. Hashed password, okay, not the plain password, it should be hashed password. And what we need to do is save. We need to save it in the database. Okay, I will show you. If we don't save the excuse me, we don't save the hashed version, what will happen? So now as a response we need to send something, res.json, and sorry, it should be json. And first of all we should give message user created successfully, and we need to send some response as a user object. And first of all it should be id, no need it. Say name, user dot name, sorry, user dot name, user dot email. Okay, it giving us error, we'll solve it, no problem. Row equal to user dot role, and what we need, address, no need address as it is optional. So if we get three things, it will okay, but we need to find out where is the problem. Property name does not exist on time, promise document unknown, I user. So it's giving problem is because we did not use await over here. So if we use await, so it's working just fine. So our registration process is done. So if you wanna understand what I have done over here, let's first of all let's check whether it is working clearly or not. And first of all, save some changes. npm run was, npm run dev. What's wrong with it? Did you mean wait, aw8, wait, is there any typo? I think now everything is all right. Okay, so go to the postman and let's check whether these things are. So as we have registered user, so name, email, phone, give some random numbers. Okay, our URL, our API is okay. Let's check whether we are getting the response or not. Yes, user created, boom. So we have created successfully the user. There is the error, it is 200. It's been okay. So Now we can check whether we got the uh, in the MongoDB, we get the data in our MongoDB or not. Say MongoDB. Yeah, I have logged into the, to save your time, I have logged into the database and we see that we are getting the user saved in our MongoDB. So let's check, create another user, like say it's Lamin gmail.com, get some random numbers and password will be same. Okay, Lamin is created. Let's check our MongoDB. It's loading, so wait for a bit. Yeah, we got the Lamin. So successfully we are creating the register. So successfully we have created the registration page, registration functionality. So our password, we are hashing our password. So I want to show you, if we don't hash our password, what will happen. Say we are not hashing our password. So let's check. We are saving password is not here. Why? Password. Why password is not here? Password. We're saving the password. Password. Console dot log request dot body request dot body. Okay, let's create. Email is taken, validation is working. Let's see. In the request body we're getting the password. Duplication key error, everything is all right, but request body we are getting password, but it's not saving in the database. So we need to figure out where is the problem. Name, email, password. Is it for name, email, phone, password? Okay, let's check. So great mistake, my bad. I there is no field password field in the schema, so that's why password is not saving. So after address or phone, I need to password. If there is no field in the schema, how it will save? So password type string required true and min 6 max 64. So I think this time it will save. So let's create another user, Sharup, and create the user. I think this time it will work. So as a request body I am getting this 1 2 3 4 6, and we are getting plain password. Let's check in the MongoDB. Yeah, another wrong password, async password. bcrypt. So we are getting password. Previously it was not, but there is a something wrong in our code. Let's check. User. Okay, password. Where is the password? Hashed. Hash password. Hash password. Password. There is something wrong. Hash password. It should be hashed password, not hash password. That's the problem. Okay, now create another user. Khalid. Let's see. Yeah, we are getting the response, and let's check the MongoDB. Yeah, finally we got the hashed version. Okay, previously we got some ugly, so we are deleting the user, and I want to show you without hashing what how it will look like. Okay, we got the hashed version, but here we got the plain version. Okay, let's show create the user once again. Show. I wanna show you without hashed password how things will look like. Okay, show. Show. Yeah, user is created. Let's check. Yeah, we got the plain password, but it is not expected. For security reason, you should hash your password. Okay, so uh, to error is the part of developer life. You should not be scared about that. Hashed password. Okay, so everything is we can successfully are able to register the user. Okay, so in the next tutorial we will create our login functionality. Okay, see you in the next tutorial. Thank you very much. Hello, welcome back. Now it's time to create the login functionality. So first of all, let's check whether our server is working or not. Here it's working, I think. Data is connected. Okay, the const export const login. Okay, so we need request response. Request is from request and response. Okay, so we will get const email. We need email and password for login. Email and password from request body. Requested body. Okay, so now check some validation. Say if no email rest dot status 400 get request JSON error email is required. Email is required. give 0 from where it is giving the right thing extra. Yeah, we'll have some extra brackets. So if no email, and along with that, if no password, if no password, then we can do the same thing. And password is required. Is required. Okay. Now we need to check whether the user is exist or not. Const user equal to await from user find one based on email. Okay. It is giving problem because we have async over here. Okay. So if no user found, if no user, then race dot status 404 dot json error no user exists or user not found. Now we can give return everywhere, otherwise return. Okay, now we need to match the password. Const match equal to await decrypt password and user.password bigcrypt.compare. It should be bigcrypt.compare. Okay, so this password is from request body password and another user password is from user password. It will compare which we are getting from request body and what we have in the database already. Okay, so if it is matched, then it will allow you to log in, otherwise it will redirect or restrict you. Okay, so if no match, it will say return race dot status 401. Okay, dot json. It will say wrong password. Then we need to create token. Token equal to jwt dot sign. So what we need id equal to user dot id, and we need process dot env dot jwt secret. Okay, it is giving some errors. as we have no JWT, we don't have JWT. Okay, so import JWT from JSON web token. JSON web token. I think the spelling is right, and you need to check whether we have the JSON web token in our package.json. JSON web token. We don't have JSON web token, but we have types. But type is also required. And another thing, JSON web token is not there. Let's check on again to make it confirm. No, we have no JSON web token. No problem. So install it. npm install JSON web token. And along with that, you need types. Otherwise, it will give TypeScript error. Okay, so JSON web token is now here. So JSON web token. It need another thing, and that is expiration. Expires in says 7 day. You can give it any time over here. 7 day. So it's giving some error. No overlapping match is called. Okay, no problem. We will solve it. I think we need another. Okay, let's check. No problem. Let's complete the project first, and we can keep it inside a try catch block. Try so guess if it is have error, then console.log console.error error grace dot status 500 dot json error internal server error. And inside try we need to keep our quotes. Okay, so one thing we are lagging behind, and that is response. This.json, and we should send user as a response. So id equal to user dot underscore id, then name user dot name, then email user dot email user dot, then role user.role. So these things will be required. Now let's check where is the problem. So it has some errors, so we need to solve it. First of all, there is extra bracket over here and it is giving another error. This is the TypeScript here. If you type assertion over here, the error will be solved. And by the exclamation mark, we are telling TypeScript that it's not null or undefined. So everything is just fine. And let's save and test through Postman. Okay, npm run dev. So let's go to the Postman. So now test through the duplicate it and rename it login user. Okay, so it's also a post request, so here we should have login. And another thing, it will not work is because we have not created the route, I think so. It's not found. This is as expected, is because we have not created the route yet. So routes.post and login and it should come from the controller. Okay, now this time it will work and it's giving 404. This is for Morgan. This error log we are getting for Morgan. So I think this time it will work. Let's check. Still it's not working. Post API beyond users. Localhost 8000. Oh, we should not keep it. Name email. We need name, no need phone, password. Okay, still now it's not getting 404. Let's check. Now everything is working perfectly. You see, this I can successfully log in, and this is our token. So where is the problem which I have faced? Is because as it is TypeScript project, if you have some changes in your files, you need to run this npm run was otherwise the changes will not be reflected. Okay, so as I have not run this command, so that's why I face the problems. Our route has not been detected, and I am console logging the users here. I am getting the users over here. So if you now log in, you will get along with token as a response back, and in the response you need to give token, otherwise you will not get the token. Okay, you need to give the token. So what are other users you have, but you have to make it clear. Initially we had some wrong, that's why we have no password in for Shakil, for Lamin, for Labib, but from where you are getting the hashed password, this will work perfectly, and this is the perfect system. Okay, so let's log in another user, say Khalid. Yeah, it's working. So this is our login functionality. This is working just fine. First of all, we are getting the email and password from the request body. This is the request body. We are receiving it. and then we are checking if there is no email. We are giving the message, say if it does not provide the email, email is required. Okay, email is required. Same with the password. If it does not provide the password, it will go for validation check, and we will find the user by email. Okay, based on email. We don't need the console log. So if no user not found, say if we run a random user who is not here, say ABC XYZ, user not found, it will say user. So validation is working just fine. And then we will compare the password, bcrypt compare, and this password is from the request body, and user password is from this user. Okay, user.password, as we have already user.password. As we show you the console log, we have the password. Okay, let's say um, we should give the perfect user, otherwise it will not work. Okay, this time we will get, you see, user.password. This is user and dot password. Okay, so this password is user.password. Okay, then we will go for matching. If the password is, if there is a no match, then wrong password. Say if we provide a wrong password over here, give one digit more, it will say wrong password. Okay, so everything is working just fine. Okay, then we'll as a response, and we had some error. As a TypeScript project, we have give the explanation mark to confidently saying TypeScript that this is not null or undefined, and we have some extra process over here, so we have removed it. And as a response, we are sending email and token. So everything is working just fine. So our registration and login functionality are done. We are able to do it successfully. So from the next tutorial, we do another thing. Okay. Okay. No more today. See you soon. So Shakil, once again, now it's time to create the users like that, and with search functionality and pagination. So all the users will be here like that, and you will get the total users, and along with the pagination, every page have 5 users. This is the limit. So if you can see the final output before coding, so code will be very easy, crystal clear to understand. Okay, so every page we have 5 users, and we have the pagination, and we are getting the total users. And not only that, we are getting users by the search filters. We can search by name, email, or phone number. Say Shorup, we get the Shorup. So not only give the full name, say Rup, you have forgotten the full name. Just if you write down some letters of this name, all the output will come to you. And not only that, you can search by the email address also, or phone number also. Let's say most of the phone numbers are same, so I am searching unknown phone numbers, and number is, I am searching by last 3 digits or 4 digits. Okay, last 3 digits, last 4 digits. Yeah, you got the user. So strong search functionality over here. And if you no user found, random users, it will give you a error message, no users found with your search term. Okay, so this is the search functionality. You will get total users. You can search the name, email, phone number. You have the pagination. Every page you have the 5 people, in the second page 10 people, and the last page, as it is 11 users, so last page is on. Okay, so it will get the next page for previous page, next page, and the running page and everything. And I have the explanation of the code, every explanation of the code, no worries. So let's dive into the deep of finding the users. Okay, so I have tested all the users over here. So if you, without search functionality, if you want to get the users, so you can merely write this code. Okay, it has no search functionality. Just write down the user, find. This is the user model, and find, and you will get all the users if you come to the Postman. And another thing, it might be surprise you. That's why I'm telling you. I have changed the port number. Okay, previously our port was 8000, our default 9000 or something like that, but right now our main port is 9000, is because our demo server is running, our demo project is running on 8000, which I am showing you. So that's why it's conflicting. It's running on 8000, that's why it's conflicting. So I am changing the port number, so don't be confused. Just go to your env file and just change the number like that. Previously it was 8000. Just change the 9000 and restart the server once again, so it will do you the right thing. And so this is the route. I have created the route. It is the get request all, get all users, and from the controller I am writing. Previously we have done login. Now it's time to register, get all users, finding all the users. So without search functionality or filter, if you wanna find all the users, just write down merely this code and it will give you all users. Okay, so localhost, here it will be 9000. So if you find, you'll get all the users. Okay, so now dive into the diff for writing the search functionality. So for the search functionality, what you need to do, first of all, we are giving a custom error handler, and that is try case. Okay, try case. It's coming from the middleware. This is middleware try case. This is middleware. Well, in the middleware we have this try case error, custom error functionality. I have already written in front of you in previous video. So use try case. It will possibly handle the errors. Okay, so now implement the search functionality. Okay, so const search, it will come from the request dot query dot search, or give it the empty value. Okay, so const page, it will come from request dot query dot page, or by default the page number will be 1. Const limit request dot query dot limit. Okay, and by default it will be 5. What I have said you, I am showing you once again. So every page you will get 5 users. Okay, no 6 7 users. If you want to get the 6 number or 7 number users, you have to go to the next page, and like that. So this is the limit, and as this is the number, you have to wrap these things by number. Okay, so number, and this also wrap it by number. Okay, so and another thing we need to do that, we go for source expression, const source regular expression, and it will be new or PC is hanging. Okay, new regex. This is the built-in JavaScript function, and not only that, it will have dot star plus. I am letting you know what I am doing over here. No worries. Plus and another thing, it will check the lowercase or uppercase. Okay, it will be like that. It will be after. Okay, and it will be vice versa. It will be before. It will be for source. There is a type over here. See, AR source, and again type over here. Okay, so what this line will do, it will do, I show you earlier, say you have forgotten the full name, just mean Lamin. Okay, you need not write down the every letter of this username. Okay, so my name is Shakil, say key, Shakil will come. So this line will do this thing. Okay, so now we need to go for filtering and another thing. So let's do that. Const filter equal to, sorry, it will be third bracket filter, and you know we have or operator and or operator. You can use and. If you use and, it will mess everything. If you use or, it will mess the every individual personally. Okay, so let's dive. No, curly third bracket will not be here, it will be here. Okay, so first of all, there will be there will be name, and name will be regex. And it will search based on this search term. And it must have a curly braces, and name, and another one is email, and it will be regex equal to source regex, and it should have a comma, should be separated by comma, and another thing is phone number. Okay, phone, and it will be regex okay. So this is the OR. You can use AND. So if you use AND, it will combine all the search term and find out the result. If you use OR, so anything will do. Sufficient to write down name, email, or password individually. Okay. So we are gonna use this filter over here in the find. Okay, filter. And another thing, we don't like to send the password over here. Right now we have the password, you see. Maybe we have the password. Yeah, we have the password. Okay, so I don't like to send the password as a response. That's why what we want to do, we want to const option equal to password equal to 0. So we don't like to send the password over here. And option. Okay, so if no user found, what we can do, so if no users then we give a res dot status 400 or 404 dot json dot error dot message no user found, no user found with the search term, okay. So we have done a lot of things, and I have showed you prior of this video what will happen over here. This is like that. If you find a random user which is not present over here, it will give no user found with your search term. It will give the response like that. Okay, now it's time to send the response and message success. We will send the users, and we go for the pagination. Okay, pagination. So pagination has a lot of things. And first of all, what we need total users will be count, but we don't have count over here. So for count, what we need, const count equal to await we are using count over here, not here. So count const count equal to await user dot find based on filter and count document. That is the MongoDB function. It will find the total users. You can say total users. Okay, it will find the total data from your document. Okay, so you can say total users. So we need count, and what we need total page, total pages math dot ceiling CEIL. It will give you the nearest digit. Okay, count limit. We have the count, count. Okay, count dot limit. Why it is giving problem? Math dot ceiling count limit. Okay, we are figuring out what is happening over here. So current page is equal to page. Okay, and this is total page. Current page, previous page equal to page minus on greater than 0. If it is 0, then page minus 1, otherwise null. Okay, next page. If you don't understand what is happening over here, no worries, I have the explanation over here. You see the explanation, I am showing you with detail. Which page we will skip, total pages, previous page, next page, everything I have the, I'm coming here a little bit later. Okay, and next page will be page plus 1. If it is less than or equal, then total page math.ceil ceiling count dot limit. If it is then page plus 1, otherwise it will be null. Okay, so I have some errors over here. I am figuring out what is the problem. It says no value exists in a scope, previous page, declare on provider previous page and next page. Okay, some typos and some errors over here. So what we have, we use asterisks in the wrong side, so I have rectified it, and I have forgotten to invoke the invocation. Okay, so previously it was like that, but it should be like that. We need to invoke the function, and it has some errors. Say instead of this we had equal over here, so I have rectified all these things and everything is working just fine. So this is all about the code, and I have the explanation over here. Let's go to the Postman. So we can search, say like we want to get all the users without filtering. So this is the all users. Okay, so we wanna search by name. Okay, so let's say its name is Khalid. Say search, we need to give the search equal to Khalid. Okay, we got the Khalid. And not only that, we have total users, total page, current page, previous page. As total page is 1, so previous page, next page is null. And I want to get all users by email number or phone number. You can search the user by phone number also. Okay, so no need to give the full number also. You can use the hints. Search, this is the phone number. You see the users bearing all phone numbers are coming over here. Okay, so if you want to search by 2 or 3 words like LID, you'll get Khalid. So all the functionalities are working just fine, like I show you. This is the finished product. So you can search by name, email, or password, and I am showing you through Postman. And all the paginations are working over here. You see all, you search all, you will get, say, we have total users 7, total page 2, as because initially it was 5 and plus 2. Okay, current page 1, previous page null, next page 2. So I have the explanation over here, what I have done over here. You see, another thing we need to do that over here is we need to skip users, and we need to skip, say, we should use limit equal to limit and skip should be page minus 1 into 5. Okay, now all the functionalities are okay, and I have the explanation over here. So it will skip, say our page is 1, so 1 minus 1 0, it will skip 0 as only one user, so no need to skip. So if the page number is 2, so 2 minus 1 and limit is 5, so it will skip 5 users. And as we have, you see, I am showing you once again, say in the we have total 11 users. In the first page we have 5 users, so when we click number 2 pagination, it will skip 5 users and it will come 10. So this time it will skip again 5 users and give me the rest of the users. Okay, so these things are working like that. Okay, filter and every pagination. So this is the corrected. So it will skip and total page. So math plus ceiling, say we have total users 20, so count will be 20 divided by 4, 5 pages. If we have total users 11, so it will be 3 or 4, 3 and rest of the users. So previous page will be page minus 1. If it is greater than 0, then page minus 1, otherwise it will be null. If the page is 1, say if the page is 1, so 1 minus 1 equal to 0, so it will be null. So if the page is 2, so 2 minus 1, it is greater than 0, so it will be page minus 1, 2 minus 1, the first page. Okay, and yeah, I have the next page calculation over here. Say we have page number 3 and total page 4. So 3 plus 1 plus 4, so condition is true, so it will go to the next page. Next page will be 3 plus 1. So if the page is 4 and total page is 4, replies on 5, so condition is false, this time it will be null. So all the explanations are over here. You can come over here and see. So if you have difficulty in understanding, let me know in the comment box. I will, even if needed, I will give the explanatory video. Okay, so everything is working all right. So no more today, see you soon.